Ladies and gentlemen, comedian, entertainer, Daniel Songer. Comedian, entertainer, Daniel Songer. Daniel! Hey man, you know what? I am back here on my stage for Comedy Act 140. Hey, it's been a while since I've been out here. I'm trying to come up with comedy that I believe in my heart is very funny, because I want to keep you out there smiling, man. Just keep that smile alive and just keep the laughter going for you guys, because, you know, for me, I am having so much fun and I laugh, and so I just hope and pray that you are laughing out there. And hey, this is Comedy Act 140. Guys, you know what? I went a year and a half without drinking any alcohol, and it was main reason was, you've seen in my comedy act on how fat I was, so I've got my stomach down, and so I'm back out there partying, having fun, and I'm going to the bars again, you know, and having fun. And today, when you go out there to the bar, it's like a whole new list of people out there at the bars, man, you know, it's just whole new. And so what do you talk about when you go out there to meet a woman? And let me tell you, I really have just used like old time conversations, and usually you talk about their job, you know. And so I sat down with this girl, and she starts telling me that she grooms dogs for a living, you know, and that she just came from work. And I'm like, yeah, I thought I had fleas jumping on me, man. Oh my God, you know, I was like, oh, I gotta get away from this one, you know. Here I am, I'm like itching all over, man. I'm itching all over for you, girl. You know, so man, I go back to the bar, and here comes this real pretty lady, and she sits down next to me, and we start talking, you know, and of course, you know, you gotta follow those steps, you know. And so we start talking about work, and she had just came from her job, and she was telling me she's a hairdresser, and that she's got everyone's hair all over her body. And I'm like, she's got hair all over her body, man. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go there, you know. And so what do you talk about then, you know? And hairdressers, you know, they're real big on their nails, and I'm like, well, can I see your nails? And she's like, oh, well, you know, she's quick to put her hands out there, and she's like, they're very, very soft. And I'm like, okay, that's an excuse to hold her hand. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. You know, and I'm holding her hand, and it is so soft. And you could not imagine the humongous hard-on I was getting from holding those soft hands, soft hands, soft hands. You know, it's like, oh my, hey, I know that's bad, but women have the same thoughts of love and passion, you know. But getting back to the soft hands, you know, or hey, we can talk about the hard-on. Has anybody out there got a hard-on? You've got the hard-on for me, you know. Hey man, get back to the soft hands. And I'm holding those soft hands, and I'm like, you know, you have got to keep these soft hands so that when you finally meet your prince, you won't rip his lips off. You know, so, hey guys, you know what I love the most about my entertainment, and that, my friends, is reciting poetry. I love to recite poetry, and I love to recite poetry to women because I'm a very, very big romantic. Sorry, dudes! I'm sorry, man! I only go with girls, you know? It's like, man, I like to recite poetry to women. And sometimes you'll get women that will interrupt me right in the middle of my poem. I mean, right in the middle of the poem, they'll just start talking, you know, and totally blows up my whole poem, you know. And then they'll be like, okay, you can go ahead. And I'm like, go ahead? I'm gonna go ahead, you know. And so I'm like, no, you can't do like a restart, you know. I'm like, I'm stuck, baby. I'm stuck in the middle with you. I'm stuck in the middle with you. You know, I'm like stuck. And so I kind of explained to her, you know, okay, I can either start over from the very beginning, just do a start over from the very beginning, or I can stop. And I'm gonna pick stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it over. Haven't I been good to you? Think it over. Haven't I been sweet for you? Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it over. Daniel Songer.